Are we good to go? Alright, we are good to go. Welcome to part 40 of the honor stream. And as it is part 40, figure it is a bit of a special event. We are going to commemorate this by going after one of the big three and taking down Mr. Enver Gortash himself. So without further ado, we are going to fast travel to South Span of Worms Crossing. That will at the very least put us south of the castle. They'll have raised the drawbridge because the steel watch factory has been destroyed. So at the very least can anticipate that. Clip that. That looks cool. Still getting used to taking a look at and futzing with the Twitch stream manager. It doesn't layer over Streamlabs very well. Hello, hello. Thankfully, I was able to get, fortunately the Xbox worked, first off, then second, thankfully the game didn't completely break because of the PC cross-save. Following that, thankful it loaded. So, here we are after the prep is done, and I'm able to just dive right into things. We're gonna go in, actually, you know what? Going to let people take a minute to join and get set up and everything. Going to quick poke around in the shop, right around the corner. Hello, hello. Extra thanks for being able to switch to the other staff for the arcane battery, because you bet I used that to get set up tonight. How's your Monday and Tuesday gone, Mythic? Oh, let's see. Always need more arrows of humanoid slain, always want more aberration slain, because you shoot them at the brain. It's a thing. And I'm definitely going to get talked into doing the dragon. Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Short father.
Short father, bless you. Now that we've said our goodbyes to Howard. Nah, we can, yeah, we'll start from here. So we're gonna take the Splinter Cell entrance into the castle. Or what I am deciding to dub the Splinter Cell entrance. Fingers crossed for you as well.
Let me work my magic.
You know everything that I would, and yeah, we'll immediately talk about in regards to weather. I hope you guys stay alright. Oh, it's getting so fucked. Please tell me I'm not the only one getting the ridiculous amount of Facebook Reels and like TikTok shorts of ridiculously dramatic weather. The flooding especially has been just something else. And everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Welcome, welcome, Carly. Getting everybody down. here we go.
The air is ripe with magic.
Off, man. Welcome, welcome. How's it going in Excel? Oh, please tell me he does. Still has Featherfall. Excellent. Floric is the councilwoman who we rescued from the Wayward Inn? Act 1, top of the map. If I haven't yet, that's first on the agenda. Well, first on the agenda will be offing the trio of guards that are watching the intersection in that dungeon. How fast are the winds for your storm right now? Warned of deadly flying debris.
Shouldn't have wished
Yes.
to live in more interesting times.
Echo the same thing Crespo just said. Be safe. First and foremost.
Right. What now?
Oh, hey. I could, I really want to bring that person back to life as a mummy. But I'm trying to think of how to...
No rest for the wicked, I see.
I would have to expend the level 6 spell slot, and I can't.
Let's move.
Be safe. All of you, be safe. This shit isn't about to stop. It's just gonna keep getting worse. Echoing Lady Tanis.
Making me sweat.
Alright, let me... Oh, really? Hiya! And we have gained entrance to the castle.
And
Like I need any more food. Okay. Cats or dogs? Or other various assorted four-legged creatures?
I feel like a rosé in a t-shirt.
We need a nickname for the diva. I don't really want, like... It's a good Rick and Morty joke once, but I really don't want to keep referring to him as Mr. Cumgutter.
My next move.
Damn.
If this isn't a
Oh, that's a lot. Godspeed to you. can't even imagine what your like your monthly bill on animal maintenance has to be like. That has to, oh man. All the love though. I miss my cats. What the fuck just happened?
Let's have some courage.
Because I used... What the hell? Because I used knock? Alright, well, not that it matters a whole hell of a lot. I mean, they're still gonna bite it pretty much no matter what. Binks. Love it. Zelda. Finnegan. What did you think of, or if you managed to play, Breath of the Wild and most important, or more importantly, Tears of the Kingdom last year?
This feels good.
Put 'em up. In position.
There you go.
Another fight. Let's go.
Last time I hung out with my Uncle A, made the mistake of trying to spoil one of the kitties that had special food, and it's like one of his really big things, and you threw off my whole process. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Which it was understandable. X cat has to have X kind of food, and the other cats can't have the other kind of food because it's a medicine, and etc. etc. I felt bad, but well, this isn't how this part right here usually goes, but we're managing. We'll make do. Excellent. My first like game that I fell head over heels for, and I still play through it at least once a year, is Ocarina of Time. That's where it all started. Tears of the Kingdom was an absolute fucking blast. I so enjoyed it.
Still breathing, despite everything. At the ready.
Gods, it's hot in here. Ow!
Stunned. Please stun the last one. No, 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 no! Well, I guess we established that an air elemental can't get stunned, or at least it just saved. It succeeded on its save. Succeeded on its saving throw against Stunning Strike.
The witching hour.
Oops.
A tale for the ages. Let's light them up.
Cheap viewers, huh? Thank you, gang. I appreciate you. I probably could have started with that.
Have a lot on my mind and,
Well, in it. Alright, let's go get the councilwoman. Oh no. She's not here.
Keep your distance.
Oh, son of a bitch. She's always there. I've never had her not be. And things have gone... I mean, I've done things in a little bit of a different order, but not that much. I mean, to be completely fair... Oh, where the hell are my gloves? Well, that's frustrating. We'll put these on at least.
Hardly a challenge.
She would have only been involved up through the fight upstairs to the main floor, but that doesn't change the fact that she won't be a thing for the last fight. Well, shit. That's without advantage. Because the gloves are somewhere. Fuck if I know. No idea where she is. That is unfortunate. The True Life of Lord Gortash. The True Life of Lord Gortash, a biography in manuscript by Vance Farnall. Outline of contents, final pass. Enver Flim, an orphan among urchins, struggle for survival on the streets, juvenile felonies. The Flim rap sheet, gang years, the Heapside Reavers, same face, new name, Flim de Gortash. The Gates Posh Kingpin, an independent entrepreneur. Rivals, all of my rivals are dead. Muscling in on arms smuggling, the Zent's day is past. The Black Hand of Bane shakes the bloody hand of Baal. Not even everything is enough. Absolutely ingenious plan. The gravitas of Kethric Thorm, decapitating the Gondian hierarchy. Call me Lord Gortash. Note. Add section about the Steel Watch with info acquired from interviewing that Gondian who escaped the Foundry. Something about how the Watchers are Gortash's most powerful defenders, but also his greatest vulnerability, since they're all controlled from one central nexus. She's on a timer, really? That... I swear I've done runs where it's been more than 5 long rests since I've come here. Unless that was patched in. Has it always been like that? It can't have always been like that.
What do you want?
To help you escape if I can.
I don't need to escape. I've got food, water, privacy, and I mean to keep it that way.
You really can't argue with him, considering the circumstances of everybody else in Baldur's Gate.
have my attention.
Not actually going in there, but figure I may as well do that real quick.
How delicious. With pleasure.
Alrighty then.
Hey, good looking.
Let's see, there's the fight upstairs, there's the fight in the big hall, and then there's the final fight with Gortash, meaning 1, 2, yes, I can long rest or I can short rest and not have to worry about it.
Time to see what's
Alright.
new horrors waiting for us.
I'm just waiting.
Well, shit, that is something that I will definitely bear in mind for next time. That sucks. No way around it, that fucking sucks. Well, my apologies to the councilwoman. Do-do-do, do-do-do, throw another one, why not? It's one of my favorite pieces of music out of the game. Not yet. Not yet on that one. Well, y'all are gonna get to see going in the front door. Because, you know, I'm crazy that way.
On the way.
Alright, so that was everybody but one person with Astarion right there. So we'll go up with the other ridiculously overpowered person. Almost feel like it's a waste. Hi-ya! Yep. Yes, it has been.
And of course it never hurt.
Only just. Like, only just.
careful, I bite. It's proud. The softest.
Yeah, whoops indeed. Wow, I've seen cars way too many times in the last couple months. Are you serious? With guiding bolt, you fucked that up?
Let's get this over with.
Could you potentially do it without really having to worry about alerting anybody? In theory, you could, couldn't you? Zap.
Swiftly now.
Tonight's forecast. A breeze is coming. And then Gale slipped on the ice. Yes.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I really can't wait to get a character back to Chult. And it will be Gale, because Gale can cast, you know, all sorts of fun ice spells. And I will do the What Killed the Dinosaurs, the Ice Age, 2 dinosaurs, and it's gonna be fucking great. I cannot wait for that. And yeah, that was predictable. Kaboom! No shit. Sam Fishered the fuck out of that. That's excellent. Hey, it's Miss Derica. Welcome, welcome. Wait. I've imprisoned this woman. It's imperative that she stay in this cell. Oh, wait. Oh. Alright, well. You know. If the adventurer is taking her out, I guess it's fine. Just let her go. Whatever. That's fantastic.
Hey, good looking. Cry about it.
Get it? Oh, really? That's fine.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Whap. How is your week going so far, Miss Derica? And an exhale. And Mythic, I don't know if I asked you how your week was going yet. All 3 of you. How's your week going?
Some fun.
A wizard, not a cat burglar.
It's fisting time.
Oh, come on. Gonna eat your babies, at least? I really wish that we'd got an insult right there. Oh, just wrap this up, please. Alright.
Don't mind me.
Oh, there's so much shit to steal. Which we're not gonna do right now. Would be here forever. Just hanging out. Steal everything. Oh, what for? First off, good luck, but
Looking ahead.
what for? Alright, this will be second short rest. Last short rest is right before Gortash.
That hit the spot.
Okay.
This really isn't my forte.
Yeah, no, definitely not gonna do that.
Now what?
Alright, Astarian. You're the first one through. God, could you imagine if you gave Sam Fisher an invisibility potion? If y'all haven't put it together already, I am one of the biggest Splinter Cell fans you will ever meet. And every year that Ubisoft announce or doesn't announce a new Splinter Cell is a month that they, or is a year that they have failed me. It's been a long time. How the fuck does he have disadvantage?
They won't see me coming.
Ooh. I know the convincing to play with me struggle. Never actually really managed to get family to play with. I've always tried. But good luck with that one. Dragon Con sounds fun though. I'm definitely planning to do the Fan Expo in Chicago in August. Ooh. Okay. any specific portion of internal medicine. Sorry, I'm gonna have questions now. My wife is a nurse, or is an ICU nurse on top of that. No, I didn't want to. Oh fuck. Cosplaying something would be really cool. I have a Starfleet uniform. I could do that. What are you trying to get a multiplayer session of organized? Eat shit.
A long way from Waterdeep. Such a long way down.
Yeah, let's screw it. We're bringing everybody up. All right, everybody hide. Yep. Okay. About to explode. About to explode. About to explode. I hope you don't have that much trouble with it. I think if ever there were a game that Dad would have been likely to play, it would have been Baldur's Gate. And I'm with Cartley. Multiplayer is where it's at. Always has been. You still can. She will be there. They just also, by the way, added the narrator from Baldur's Gate to the list of attendees for Chicago Fan Expo. Of course, the only advantage that you have with the PlayStation is that if you have a second DualShock, it's couch co-op, but therein yields its own set of challenges. That is how I got a bunch of my friends to play it before the game came out, though. Everybody bought it. Even if they haven't finished it, everybody bought it. Everybody's rolling really well. Like, ridiculously well. So much of the entire squad right now I feel is unnecessary.
Shall we cut and run?
Okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Cautious optimism is what I always like to say.
What's this?
Wow, can Karlak still not? Shit.
Nothing will stand in my way.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
was nothing.
Twang.
Moving.
I mean, you can always use the organizational trick that we discussed with USSA and United Council. Offer food. People always come when there's food.
These are starting to wake.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
You're fucked, and you're fucked. And so are you. Alright. Laughing hysterically on the ground, prone. Stunned. Stunned. Prone. The iron console failed his saving throw again. All the traps are going off, like actually going off. Sure. You know how much use I get out of chain lightning?
Don't play.
I mean, apart from really enjoying doing the whole Emperor Palpatine thing, it's just such a good spell. Now they followed her all the way up. I love having you all. It has been the most incredible amount of fun. Oh, still laughing his ass off.
Knees high.
D&D on Thursdays and I might play through at 10. How could you miss? Didn't that time. I'm going to pick up the body of your friend No, too heavy. The body of this swayed noblewoman it's hard.
So much for peace.
It is always hard to get a D&D group together. If you find one that you can get together, you hang on to that.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I have been extraordinarily fortunate in my experience that, I mean, Crespo is the best DM you will ever have, bar none. And my little brother recently got into it and has run a very, very good campaign so far, albeit with some odd things happening that we're not going to talk about that I stopped him from talking about last week during the Steel Watch Factory. It's a good time.
Victory is assured.
Actually, he got, oh, what the hell? It's like a how do I describe this? It's like a game table. Oh, in Exhale, you'd be in for a treat. As would you, Mysterica. I mean, you know, obviously, that you're looking at D&D. Baldur's Gate is D&D, D&D's Baldur's Gate. And you're playing it's a very similar interpretation of 5th edition rules. You're largely playing D&D with Baldur's Gate. But to sit around an actual table is a lot of fun. And it is also something that, once we get the logistics of it ironed out, Crespo and I have discussed getting a group together to stream it. Son of a bitch.
What fools these mortals be.
Is everything gonna blow up now? Yep. Uh-oh. What took damage over there? The Diva.
What are they?
Oh, I didn't bring any barrels. That's cool. Adam stopped me from playing a changeling. For good reason, but he did. Crespo, I still won't forgive him for that. I was so excited.
Put the wind back in my sails.
I think it's safe to say begin preparing the one that we will
Keep a blade close.
that will host on the stream.
Ready or not.
Turner has already agreed to it, to streaming it. I imagine that Manny wouldn't have any issue with it.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out.
We'd all go with you if we were closer.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
Because definitely the same. Ah. Oh, Karlak.
A trap.
Cute.
Time to dance.
Still alive, so that's progress.
it's the best way to play. Carly, I'm with you on that. That's the most entertaining way to play. Homebrew, are you talking about the campaign that ran for a few years with the Wizard's Tower, or the Wizard Towers? Oh, what did I come here to do? Duh. Cat's Grace, where are you? Right there.
Something smells tasty.
The setting and the overarching story for the game that he ran for a number of years was... it was something pretty special. Stop. And something I still encourage you to get that down into a book. And make for a good book.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Shadow lag.
This'll be fun.
Hot foot.
A trap. Someone doesn't
So
like
I have been debating on, well, I want to start a number of new Baldur's games. Once Three Dog is done, I intend to start a Resist the Urge Dark Urge run that will replace the primary stream. But I don't know, I also kind of want a run of the game that I'm able to host and to run the stream on that is more or less just a pickup game. Like, no real attachment, not playing on honor. Just something to have to fuck around and to be able to throw on for people.
Soldier.
Is it possible to play like a stealthy, charming... well, Warlock is through Charisma, I believe, so you could do like a stealthy, charismatic Warlock?
These things have stayed interesting.
Okay. Dum.
Well.
Ooh. But which origin character would be the question? I feel like I really wouldn't... at least at the moment, I don't have a huge interest in playing as Will. Astarion? Fair.
My dogs are barking. Can we rest?
Paladin Warlock. Ooh. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it. I like it. It's got a ring to it. Oh, what's that from? Red versus blue. This is the M12 LRV. I like to call it the Warthog. Why Warthog, sir? Because M12 LRV is too large to say in conversation, son. I know. Why Warthog? It doesn't really look like a Like a puma. What in Sam hell is a puma? It's like a cat, you know. Like a lion. You're making that up. Alright. Done quoting Red versus Blue now. What does it look like now? A walrus. Didn't I just tell you to stop making up animals? Alright, now I'm done. Alright. I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Okay. I don't know for how long that went over, but anyway.
Is that blood?
Alright, we're gonna go up and above, Gortash. And she gives you that ring! Sorry. She gives you that special ring. Which is like the first legendary item that you get in the game, period.
Let's march.
I have played the very beginning of the game as, like the very, very beginning. Sorry. Extra apologies for anybody that's yawning now. I played a little bit as Karlach, Gale, Karlach and Gale. I really think that's about it.
What a charmer.
Well, hello.
I mean, fair. It's totally fair.
Let's go.
No one's stopped me yet. Excellent choice.
Indeed, it's an excellent choice. Do I make anything other, or do I make anything else? Don't answer that. Hard to say no to Halson.
No time
It's
to
just
rest.
one of those things. God damn it. Sorry.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
When that whole thing started, the Baldur's Gate community had a special fun time with it. Because there are reasons.
now?
There's extra reasons to choose the bear.
Wanna dance? Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Just like Astaria. Ah.
Let's crack it open.
Tricks. With pleasure.
I'm with Mysterica on that. A spicy cat. Spicy cat, spicy cat. What are they feeding you? Worms Rock Security Audit. This is a report for Lord Gortash about Flaming Fist security at Worms Rock Fortress. Though the author of the report, the Black Hand of Loyalty, can find few real problems in the Fist's protocols and practices, they nonetheless seem to enjoy taking pot shots at the fortress commander, Blaze Ellen, of which the following is a typical example. Despite the conspicuous lack of readiness of the roof ballista teams, Blaze Ellen prefers to spend much of her day personally reviewing admissions at the South Drawbridge checkpoint rather than attending to the more tedious tasks of Flaming Fist administration. And maybe because she doesn't want to hang out with Gortash.
What's in here?
Levers, pulling levers. What is it? One lever that does fuck all? I guess I am taking a second to loot some things. An open heresy. Few recognize Shar as a goddess of creation or Selûne as a goddess of destruction, yet both are true. Born in the primordial ebb and flow of time, they forged Abir Toril together, and Shantia, Mother of Life, sprung into existence. Light and dark hung in perfect balance, embraced by Shar and lightened by Selûne. Yet their creations were cold and distant, and Shantia prayed for warmth. This simple request divided the sisters, driving them to conflict, but it was Selûne that forced true flame into Abir Toril, sparking the sun. How could Shar not be harmed by such betrayal, forced to war against both the light of the sun and the light of the moon? As the goddesses tore each other asunder, they formed new gods and new conflicts, all for the sake of a little warmth. The lesson is this: to put selfish comforts over the fate of existence is folly. For those who understand, the Lady of Loss is always listening. Gondian Research Report. Here you pass your eyes over a Gondian report concerning the Shadow Curse. Landmarks are sketched quite expertly, with a special attention paid to areas where the curse hangs thickest. Of interest, the report ends with a recommendation for someone called the High Artificier. That recommendation reads thusly: "It is a geography unsalvageable, High Artificier. The curse's ambiguity makes it inscrutable as well as deadly. It is the shared belief amongst our party that this area be designated as imperative to avoid on Gondian maps, and for all further expeditions to be summarily halted, discontinued, and not reconsidered thereafter." Alright, somebody's got to stop crouching. Ooh, that's a hell of a trebuchet.
You can't see me.
Alright, back on your knees.
Sneak, sneak.
What now?
Dame Mafri, the orphan's friend, founded several orphanages in the outer city, as the lower city was no place for children, and the upper city declined to sponsor an orphanage. Founder of the Flaming Fist. Later history is kinder to him than accounts from his time, which portray him as a cruel and hard-handed mercenary commander. This is a bust of the god Bane as he first appeared to Gortash in dreams, and was then described to a Rivington sculptor. Carrick started from nothing, built a financial empire and founded the counting house. He refused to mingle with the other patriarchs, saying they didn't want me when I was an urchin, and now they can't have me.
Good for you.
Baldur's Gate ship captain Morgan Redlocks wed a man thrice her age. After the wedding, the groom suffered a heart attack. Redlocks converted his merchant ships into a pirate fleet.
Badass. Commodore Morgan Redlocks. Fucking legend.
First of the Bormal patriarch family to start his own venture, Alec is the unscrupulous bastard who made their fortune in mines and vineyards.
The biggest mistake. Receipt for painting. Recent receipt fee paid for a full-length portrait of the god Bane, with a side note in Gortash's precise handwriting. Now he is doubly immortal. Hard eye roll. Political influence plan and populism and propaganda. Parliamentary Action Plan, current 10-day, concentrate efforts on the following patriarchs as noted below. Duke Dillard Portier. Though Dillard Portier sits on the ducal council, he would make a poor puppet. As his wits are failing and his will is weak, he is, however, a coward, so direct threats should suffice to persuade him to resign his council seat in favor of his niece, Liara Portier. Once tadpoled, Blaze Liara will be a powerful addition to our roster of patriarchs. Lord Raylan Janeth. The Janeth family's mining interests make Lord Raylan a primary target of Banite capture. Raylan is foolishly proud and has been conducting an affair with a rent goblin in Little Kalimshan, which makes him vulnerable to blackmail, as he will do almost anything to avoid exposure. Instruct Etvard Needle to publish an article with hints about the affair that will be meaningful to Raylan, and then leave a much more detailed anonymous note in his upper city bedroom. That should make him pliable. Lady Ruth Lineker. Our sources indicate the Linekers have recently received windfall payments from their Tetherian gem mines, cash that we could use better than they will. Abduct Lady Ruth's granddaughter, Fariza Lineker, and hold her in the upper city safe houses until her grandmother meets our ransom demands. See to this immediately, Lord Gortash. Followed by populism and propaganda. A report to Lord Gortash from the Black Hand of Loyalty. 24 key populist slogans were tested with a cross-section of Baldurians. The following slogans scored highest at translating into support for the transfer of authority. Sorry, shit like this really bothers me. Secure homes and streets for citizens. Baldurians responded positively to security for themselves, especially if it could be paid for by levies on non-citizens. Housing and prosperity for those who deserve it. There was strong agreement with the proposition that those who work hard have the right to live well. We all know exactly what they're getting at here. Who we are is what we are. Strangers out. No immigration. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. A plurality was strongly vocal about the need to reject and eject non-Baldurians. Citizens before patriarchs. Fair is fair. The nobility is broadly unpopular, and there is general agreement that inherited wealth should be widely distributed. Articles and editorials propounding these concepts will be conveyed to Edvard Needle for placement in the mouth. Well, if you were ever going to find a, yeah. And if you're ever going to find something like that in the possession of Gortash is, where you would do it. This is a popular history account of Grand Duke Valarkin's attempt to usurp the power of Baldur's Gate Council of Four, in which he staged a failed coup backed by a cult of lycanthropes called the Band of the Red Moon. There are several notes in the margins in Gortash's precise handwriting, with the following scrawled in the end paper: 2 lessons. First, assassination alone isn't enough, and second, Duke Dillard Portier lived through this, so don't underestimate him. Alrighty then.
Damn,
I have
it's
done
good to
my
be
reading.
alive. Let's turn down the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Don't mind if I do.
See, this is... I feel like this is cheating. How the hide and the stealth mechanics work. Like, they're not moving. These people would be moving.
How much longer will this take? Quiet.
No. They're just sitting there. Nobody's in initiative right now. Nobody.
I'd love to, thanks.
This is just how this part works. And it's dumb. And it's... No!
It's hard to keep a good woman down, isn't it, Carla?
I don't know. You managed it for a solid
The game heard me.
decade.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells. You let Zariel take my heart, as though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlak. Something I
The
wouldn't
greater
expect
good.
you.
You feel no regret, do you? All right.
Okay.
How about fear, then?
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
Okay. I'm gonna open this up to the room. You know my style. I never let the bad guy talk. Because, you know, what does he do? He starts monologuing. He starts monologuing how feeble I am, how inevitable my defeat is, yada yada yada. I can still hit with a Starion. Karlak and Three Dog are in conversation. So, hit with a Starion or continue the conversation. Okay. Hit him, hit him. I was wondering what that was. It was something I hadn't seen before. Or, like, a few things that are back to back. Hit him.
I was trying to concentrate.
Careful now. Things may get a little explosive. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Gay violence indeed. Yeah, that was a way bigger boom than I was expecting it to be. That was cool. Alright, somebody has to get stunned. Aha! Thank you. Still has the still has the Kareska's Lightning, or the Kareska's Favor, Bolts of Doom, free Chain Lightning. Has the Arcane Battery from the Staff of Marka Heshkir, so that's 2 Chain Lightning. Followed by 3, once he finally expends his level 6 spell slot. Who's still alive? Not a whole lot. Alright. Explosions! Aww. I want Basket to be able to get one good jab in. It's important. Yeah, that was predictable. You know what isn't, though? Still have to let Karlak finish him off, though. Okay.
Delicious.
No. I'm about to beat the shit out of you.
excuses.
Nothing important is hidden, is it?
What just happened? Something blew up.
Come on,
Oh well.
can't stay idle.
The lance board is set.
I speak, they burn. My
No,
iron is hot.
that's no reason to do that. No, really, no reason to do it on that guy either. Nope. Not even a little bit. Ow.
Never a dull moment.
Alright. You did it, girl.
It's finished. It's done. I need to see him up close. I need to know he's dead. So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us.
Do I have that one? Hey, I still got time.
I feel like there should be a sunset for me to ride off into. Or an orchestral swell, or something. But there's nothing, is there? I killed the bastard who ruined my life, and my prize is that I get to crawl into a corner and die. Am I fucking missing something? I can't do it anymore. 10 years, man! It's enough! It's enough. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die.
But you're not dead yet. I'm here with you, and I will be until the very end.
Don't say that. Say you found some way to fix me. That now Gortash is dead, I'll get my heart back. My heart. It was mine. And they took it. I'm going to be as dead as a Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil. It isn't fair. I don't want it like this.
I would do anything to change it, but I just can't.
You could try. You got a wish spell in that pack of yours. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I think we're meant to do it together.
Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for listening. For existing. Love you.
Love you too. I've heard of... Yeah. The wife has said much of the same thing.
You seek Gortash. His soul is already suffering at my hands. That is the fate of all those who fail me.
If you're not Gortash, then who are you?
I am Bane, the Black Lord. I am the ultimate tyrant. I am fear. I am hate. And you are the dagger that bled Merkel's favored. You are the thorns that prick at my sides. Yet you are proof that still I will rise, and Baal and Merkel will yield. One question asked, 4 still remain.
You said I am proof you will rise. What did you mean?
You live for power. You have proven it with every fallen foe, every chest opened, every skill claimed. As long as mortals and immortals vie for sharper blades and louder voices, I am strengthened. So it is for Baal and Merkel, and so it is for you. You make me eternal.
I am no agent of yours. I seek power for proper ends, not for its own sake.
The corpse says nothing more. You did not ask a question.
Why did you ally with Merkel and Ball?
Why do red dragons ally with the Githyanki? Why did the broken god befriend Tyr? Ah, but you already know the answer. By making one ally, you deny them to another. And by turning mortals illicit, you deny their souls to their keepers. You do not stoke fear by reaping your own fields, but by burning your foes.
Can you help me find the headquarters of Orin the Red, despite the fact that I don't need your help?
Of course you seek Orin, Baal's vengeful chosen. His temple is hidden, even to my eyes. How fortuitous, then, that Orin seeks you. Orin is too proud of her own handiwork to linger in your shadow. The vain don't like to be upstaged. She'll make herself known to you, if she hasn't already, in her own special way.
I don't want your blessing. You can get fucked. And everything came crashing down. Anyway. Note from Helsik. Lord G, yes, if necessary, I could get you back into the House of Hope, for the right price, of course. Though I doubt they'd be happy to see you again. You didn't exactly leave on the best of terms. However, you know your business better than I or anyone else. H, the devil's fee. Pretty solid crossbow. Alright. Going to read my way through the notes of the throne room, head back to camp to long rest, and by the time that we're done with that, it should be essentially 11. And we'll be done. A report for Lord Gortash by Scribe Ianthus. Your humble servant must report a failure in his assigned task of determining the location of the Baal Temple. Its location is known in a general sense. It's in the haunted, tumble-down subterranean complex, usually called the Undercity Ruins. But these ruins are said to be accessible from Baldur's Gate's sprawling sewer system. Accounts differ on the location of this access point. Even if one could find a way into the ruins, they are extensive and the temple's location within them is no longer certain. The temple was last active during the time of the Baalist leader Saravok over a century ago and is said to have fallen into disuse after his passing. I shall report to the disciplinarian to expiate my failure. Say that right.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
You essentially have one. Here. Send the barrel back to camp. And learn to walk again. Thank you. Knights of the Shield report. Attempts to displace the Knights of the Shield from their smuggling and contraband networks have been more difficult than anticipated, and we face a shortfall in reaching our target quota and wresting key clients from the Knights. Our assumption that we could pry business away from the Knights by simply offering their clients a better percentage has proven naive, with fences and customs runners routinely choosing loyalty to the Knights over profit. Negotiations with prospective clients have proven so difficult that we now believe the Knights exert some sort of influence over their partners beyond the profit motive. The indications are that this influence is psychic rather than magical, but further investigation is required. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. Next steps. Gortash, Private Memoir Notes, number 17. Pacifying the City. From the standpoint of control of the masses, the Elder Brain's rate of tadpole viviparity? Sure, I'm gonna go with that. Is disappointing. There will never be enough larvae to tadpole all the citizens of Baldur's Gate, or even the majority. The alternative approach to pacifying the city is two-pronged. First, we take control of the municipal executive functions from the top down by leveraging fear of the absolute to get me appointed Baldur's Gates' Archduke. Second, we deploy a program of selective tadpoling of key individuals as larvae become available, until all the city's power centers are effectively under our control, my control. Assuming the success of this scheme, we should be able to spare a nursery or two of tadpoles to begin the same process in M. I must interview my southern agents to determine who will be best to execute this plan. Schematic Compendium. This portfolio notebook is stuffed with page after page of diagrams and schematics, recognizable as Gandhian designs for magically enhanced mechanisms, but amended and expanded by notes in Gortash's precise handwriting, with emendations such as infernal hellfire power sources, illithid synapse cable wiring, and even Githyanki image projection hexnology. Particularly striking is a diagram of a giant steel watcher variant with a note in Gortash's hand reading, "Weight unsupportable, cut the mess." The Stelmane Connection. As previously reported, the position of the Knights of the Shield as the leading smuggling syndicate in Baldur's Gate is strong, anomalously slow. Generous bribery of key operatives has elicited the information that the Knights are working hand in glove with a member of the Council of Four, Duke Bellin Stelmane. Though Stelmane shows evidence of increasing debility due to some sort of wasting disease, her influence over transfer of contraband in the gate has only grown as her physical abilities have declined. Solving this enigma should give us the key to bringing down the Knights. Investigations continue. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. Can't really play the piano, I guess. Vulnerable Patriarchs. Lord Gortash, obedience before all, based on their levels of influence, cross-indexed with vulnerability to various forms of pressure, bribery, blackmail, and direct threats. The following are the top 8 peers in Parliament to target in the next 10 days. Duke Dillard Portier, Lord Raylan Janeth, Lady Ruth Lineker, Lady Madeline Whitburn, Lord Hirrillan, Lady Harold Vanthamper, Lady Silifrey Sashenstar, Lord Sarkin Eomain. With utmost respect, the Black Hand of Loyalty. We'll steal more in a second. You know, here's a question. bet you all of them.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Well, Patriar's a homegrown aristocracy, and I can't reach it. I tried, can't. The leadership of the Zentarim. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext rebound by Iosifa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denir for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Hey! Welcome, Raiders. Despite their protestation to the contrary, it takes no keen eye to see echoes of Bainite philosophy in modern Zentarim practice. A strict militaristic hierarchy where all power flows from the top. Who occupies that position today is the matter of some speculation, for the Black Network's leadership was thought destroyed along with their headquarters at Zentil Keep in 1383 DR. In the following decades, however, a new base of power began to consolidate at the fortress of Darkhold, far to the south. At its center stand the Paragost, an enigmatic armored figure to whom the Zentarim's rebirth is almost single-handedly attributed. Whoever their leader, it is clear that this new Zentarim have not abandoned plans for domination so much as recalculated their approach. Where once their focus was on the subversion and conquest of nations, the network of today is much more concerned with establishing their stranglehold on the market, a power which crosses borders that are closed to more conventional forces. Yeah, I can try telekinesis as I select Otto's Irresistible Dance. I think Gale's got it. Gale's gotta have it.
For now.
Nope. No, we don't. I don't have Counterspell equipped. What the fuck? When did that happen? Yeah, Mage Hand didn't work.
Let's get going.
Oh, right. I see now. Valley with brook. With something behind there.
What a day.
Well, I suppose I can throw all the stealing bullshit back onto it. Nope, I tried. I did try.
Easy.
Easy. Alright, fine. I'll give you cat's grace. Shield Steward Interrogation Log. Transcript of key passage in the interrogation of Flovis Nuge, Steward of the Knights of the Shield Hall. When did you begin to suspect that Duke Stelmane was not herself? I cleared her dinner dishes after a meal of mutton pie, but when I got the dish up to the kitchen, the mutton was brains, and not cheap brains neither, so I started poking around in the Elfsong cellar. In the Knights' secret chambers, yes, and I found a cell with a body in it, a corpse in city prison stripes, a dead state prisoner. If I tell you about this, you're going to let me go, right? Right. It was a condemned criminal with the top of their head shattered and the brain mostly gone. In Stelmane's rooms? The secret part, yes. That's where she found me. She what? Found me. It found me. At first I thought she was blue and floating, but then it was just Stelmane. She smiled. I don't remember anything after that. About the Emperor. Yeah. Alright, well, I definitely... That's, well... Do I have anything left to read? Yeah. Yeah, I do. The Journal of Lord Enver Gortash. I knew it would be risky to give one of the nether stones to that loose catapult Orin, but when I look in her eyes, I feel something. Though I'm not sure what to call it, and after all, what's the point of a Grand Alliance of the Dead 3 without Old Ball? I thought I could depend on that aged stump Kethric. However, it never even occurred to me he could be brought down by a random collection of shabby adventurers. Obviously, possession of the weapon was the key element, but do the vagabonds possess the weapon, or does the weapon possess them? It's just as the great sages say, a plan will take you only so far, and then you have to fall back on principles. And inasmuch as control is the guiding principle of the committed Bay Knight, it's axiomatic that I must be in control of all three netherstones. The solution is obvious. Pit the vagabonds against the loose catapult, and once they bring me the other two netherstones, we'll find suitable positions for them in the new order to follow. Not the Illithids' grand design, of course, but the golden reign of Gortash. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it. Then we shall deal with our naughty absolute brain and its growing propensity to throw petulant psionic tantrums. It's no accident that I chose to place it in a domed cavern beneath the city. The location is perfectly formed to concentrate the psychic force of the netherstones, concentrate it to such a degree that not even our Netherese enhanced brain will be able to resist my commands. Once I control all three netherstones, naturally, and the sooner the better. Memoir notes with recent addenda. Memoirs by Gortash outline for Chapter 4. I re-establish worship of Bane in Baldur's Gate as a hidden cult. I realize the secret worship of Baal is also on the resurgence and acquaint myself with the local leader, an actual Baal spawn. The Baal spawn and I work together on a heist from the House of Wonders and, discovering common goals, forge an alliance. In dreams, the Baal spawn and I are visited by Baal and Bane, who name us their chosen and command us to seek out and ally with Kethric Thorm, the chosen of Merkel. Visiting Kethric at Moonrise Towers, I learn of the Mind Flayer colony in the Underdark below and conceive a plan to conquer its Elder Brain using the Crown of Karsus. The Baal spawn and I employ a Diabolist's service to gain access to Mephistar and steal the crown. We three chosen use the crown to enslave the colony's Elder Brain, but during that raid, the Baal spawn is betrayed by the Baalist second in command, Orin the Red, who usurps the Baal spawn's power and declares herself Baal's new chosen. Following my master plan, the new trio brainstorms our grand hoax of the Absolute. Note, where to put in the Astral Prism and the adventurers who took it after its theft from Vlaakith, and when to admit considering taking them as my new allies. And the Astral Prism heist. Gortash Private Memoir Notes, number 16, the Astral Prism heist. After that dream I had about the Githyanki threat to our accelerated grand design, my research led me to pore through the old archives left behind in Moonrise Towers by the High Heralds. These records included some surprising early sources, but both Githyanki and Githzerai that mentioned a relic or artifact called the Astral Prison or Prism. Though the source of its power was unstated, this artifact was reputed to be able to project a field that disrupted Illithid psionics. Such an artifact would clearly be an existential threat to both our absolute ambitions and the grand design. All three of the ancient sources agreed that the Astral Prism was in the hands of the Githyanki Lich Queen Vlaakith. Thus was born the plan to send a tadpoled strike team in a regrown nautiloid piloted by the Emperor to steal the astral prism from Vlaakith. The ultimate state. What is progress? Progress is the movement of society and culture towards a state of collective unity. Without unity, mortals, each with their own individual agenda, blunder against each other, causing friction, conflict, war. Unity, peace, and prosperity is achieved when the collective follows a single agenda, that of one superior person. Runaway egocentrism, that urge often miscalled free will, is the one true enemy of unity. Free will must be eliminated. Control of the brain is the key. The Netherese tadpole is the perfect tool. Tadpoled, the brain is freed of egocentrism to follow the agenda of unity. The tadpoled brain is a happy brain. There is no conflict except against the enemies of unity, and the brain is all you need. Once freed from its agendas of free will, it can also be freed of the frailties of the mortal form. The brain can live forever in a steel body, or even better, control that body from afar. This is progress. This is the ultimate state. Lord Enver Gortash. He did. Without a doubt.
I wonder.
Without a doubt. He thought the game was about him. Alright, when I am done reading these last ones. Okay. Yep. We're at 10:59. I'm going to read these last ones, head back to camp, and then that will be it. An Archduke's Leadership, Public Works. A pamphlet by the Gortash for Archduke Voluntary Campaign. As Archduke, Lord Gortash's top priority will be public works, to ensure that the city's streets, sewers, docks, and most importantly, its walls and gates are properly maintained. No policy can be more important. Followed by, what other policy can be more important, and so on, so on. The Illustrated Adventures of something. This book is packed full of tales of adventure. The monsters are ferocious, the men are muscled, the women are bosom, and the clothing is easily torn. Buxom, sorry. Knew I didn't have that right. Something is cleft in twain on every other page, although you do find a passage that's a little less bloody. The woman's eyes were dusky, filled with mystery and promise. Baldurin was intrigued. Anything? He asked. Anything, she said. Just name it and it can be yours. And what do you want in return? Oh, just a small thing, she smiled. Baldurin laughed. Nothing about him was small. I want your soul, Baldurin. She sighed. Give me your spirit, and whatever you desire shall be yours. Baldurin considered this for a moment. Very well. I want a turnip. She hesitated. Your soul in exchange for a turnip? A nice turnip, nodded Baldurin. Very well. Dark smoke swirled around the woman, whose skin was turning red. Then you shall. The next couple of pages have been torn out. When the story resumes, the woman, now fully revealed as a devil, is kneeling at Baldurin's feet. Curse you, Baldurin, I am bound to you. Yours to call upon when you need me, and your soul is your own once more. Let that be a lesson to you, laughed Baldurin. Never underestimate the power of a turnip. Is that why Minsk talks about turnips? There's a connection there. Probably. Almost assuredly. Secret societies of the Sword Coast have done that one before, but we'll read it one more time. Harpers, the most well-known of the Sword Coast's cabals, perhaps but certainly not benign in its shrouded doings. My sources claim that those belonging to this mysterious faction abhor power. But if that is so, why do they not expose the revelations of their inquiries for the public good? Why indeed? Because knowledge is power, and the Harpers intend to keep both for themselves. Shadow Druids, weigh the life of a man against that of a sapling oak. Which do you value more highly? Ask a Shadow Druid the self-same question and be shocked by their answer. This dangerous group utterly disregards intelligent life in favor of the life of plants and insects. Their perversion of the natural order leads them to plan and execute plots so dastardly that the mere description of one would leave you glancing sideways at your begonias. Sorry. Glancing sideways at your begonias. The Order of Clerd, the least known, and accordingly most dangerous of the secret societies I have researched, is the Order of Clerd. My sources tell me this shadowy conspiracy of murderers, mutilators, and tyrants regularly meet to plan the demise of any number of innocent citizens of our fair land. What's more, they like it. Dark justiciars. I shudder even to inscribe their name upon the purity of this page. I shall leave it at this. They worship Shar. All right. Let's see if anybody's... Oh, no,
What
no,
now?
no, 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 no.
A letter from Orin. What does she want?
You have done well, underling. Baldur's Gate gags on Gortash's gall, and your little pet still has eyes to witness it. Now, to do proper honor to the murder lord, you must submit yourself to trial in the murder tribunal. Remember, Sicarius. Succeed there, and you may find me in Baal's temple, deep below the tyrant's rotted couples. In that unholy sanctum, the murder lord will watch our blood duel at last. I will keep your minions safe until then, unless it misbehaves, Orin.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated.
You got it.
Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day.
What did she do to him?
Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is.
It's a fair question. A miniature giant space hamster?
Exactly! The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. He meant to spill his miniature guts and study them.
I'm surprised you didn't kill her there and then.
I did not get the chance. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
I love Minsk.
Hey, soldier. You're back.
Yeah. I've been worried about you. Are you all right?
Yeah. Despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlak just won't let me. Did I miss anything important?
Not really. But I missed you.
I missed you too. You know, I wouldn't have bothered falling in love with you if I'd known saying goodbye would be so hard.
Who's saying goodbye? I'm here.
You certainly are. I'm trying to stay here, now, alive while I can. But it's like my mind is whittled down to the black hole that should have been our future.
I think if you would ever I burn my hand on a hot stove. We still have a future. Maybe a shorter one than most, but that doesn't make it less beautiful.
Wow. Gods, you're so right. And we are beautiful, aren't we? It's everything. Ugh, I'm sorry. I don't want you to be sad. I mean, I do, but not too sad.
I haven't given up, Karlak. We still might be able to fix your engine.
Maybe. But I think the gods are trying to show me my fate. And I think I'm ready to look at it. Speaking of which, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
Of course, my love. Of course.
Thank you. Now, enough tragedy. I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry anymore, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, darling. I love you. A lot.
I love you too.
Hey, you. Aces.
All right. The Baldur's Gazette, or the Baldur's Mouth. Pick up a newspaper. I still don't have Gortash's Netherstone.
I'd love to, thanks.
Do now.
Howling like a great wind through a canyon. It engulfs your mind, drowns your senses. Above the hell rises a screech, gleeful and maniacal. It is the way and the truth. Absolute.
Leave them alone.
The screech quiets, the howl fades. Your mind is hollow, save one lone voice.
Bane's chosen has fallen. His netherstone is yours. You have done well.
What just happened?
You heard the Elder Brain. It's regaining its autonomy. It cries not from pain, but exaltation. We must stop it before it breaks free. One netherstone remains. Orin's. We must find her and take it from her. After that, we take control of the brain. And you should start wondering what you will do then.
I'll decide that when we get there.
Sometimes you surprise me with your wisdom.
Wisdom. Right. Oh, there's a herald.
I won't let anything happen. Pleasure isn't just.
Oh, there's gotta be.
It's
The Absolute's army slays.
That seems like a lot.
It's perfect for a show.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch?
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
All right. Where is the Baldur's Mouth Gazette?
Enough to clean Crimson's page.
I'm almost positive that there is.
Bits and bobs from Dancelon's dancing acts. My dancing on
Or maybe I'm just full of shit. I'm probably full of shit. Ah, see? Ah.
I knew you'd be back. You're definitely the type to enjoy a nasty bit of news, aren't you? You've got that glint in your eye. So, you'll be wanting a copy of today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, then?
Oh, yeah.
Have I ever told you you're my favorite customer? You are. It's the truth.
Oh, where's the new document? Fuck. Right there. Baldur's Mouth Gazette, 1492 DR, issue 93. End of an era. Lord Enver Gortash murdered. Steel watch still working perfectly despite creator's death. I find fault with that. They're all broken. Dead frightened counselors triple guards after Gortash's death. Rumor Gortash's state funeral costs to rival Abdul Adrian's. Obituary, the mouth mourns a loved lord lost. Alright. A fight is totally going to trigger the moment that we roll up to Basilisk Gate. Fuck. Well, I'll be done right after I read this. Alright, well, I gotta go back to camp and long rest. Oh, I need to talk to this person. Oh, wait, no, I need to go. Blah, 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 blah. The definition of ADD is, ooh, look, a dragonfly. $100%. 100%. I'm okay with that, though. Hell, at this point, is what I spend the majority of every one of my days talking about. I hope everybody liked the assembling the the Hellfire crossbow. The big one. That was fun to write. Getting increasingly fun to put together the pictures for them. And cue people turning into mind flayers.
Tyrant. Slain. Joy. Freedom.
Ceramorphosis.
Help. You.
Turn people.
Reciprocation. Watchers. Ignore you. Foundry. Neutralized. Witnesses eliminated. You walk free. You won.
Some of them happen after you get the first Netherstone, and then the rest of them happen once you have both of them. Game's gonna call me a liar right here. Wow. Alright, I'm okay with that. I'm a liar. I have to long rest anyway. Alright, does anybody else need to speak? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Indeed. Anyway, I think that is that. And with that, we officially conclude episode 40. Thank you everybody for tuning in as always, and I will see you Thursday night.